So welcome back everyone. So in the previous video we fixed the routing and the policy. So my Palo Alto is able to reach my internal network everywhere and on the outside it is able to reach to the internet. Now if I go back to my management PC, now my management PC says that it does not have internet access. You see that it is no internet. So we will fix that problem. Now the reason for that one is that so whenever the our traffic goes to the internet, so internet doesn't know the private address what we are using in here. So the traffic can go outside, but it doesn't reply because the internet doesn't know the way for your IP addresses. So that's why we do the natting. Right, so let's do the natting so that my inside networks and my DMZ networks are able to communicate with the internet. All right, so to do the natting, let's go to the management PC and I will go to the policies and I will click on NAT. So now I will click on add. So it is now asking for the NAT. So I will say that NAT to ISP, that is internet. NAT type is IPv4. So if you want IPv6, then select NAT 64 and next original packet. So source will be coming from inside and also the source will be coming from DMZ. So both of them. So this is the inside and the DMZ. Both are required to be able to communicate with the internet. But the destination will be outside. Interface will be 1/1. That is what it is. Let's confirm 1/1. And service can be any. That's all good. Source address, destination address. I'm not giving anything because any traffic going from inside to DMZ towards the outside, I want to do the netting. So let's go to the translate one. And if I select source address translation, select dynamic IP and port. And address type, I want to translate to the interface address, and that interface will be 1/1, and that will be 150.1.7.50. All right. So understand the hierarchy. First, original packet. So we are matching the traffic over here. Okay. So first we are matching the traffic. So once we match the traffic, what we are saying is that the source will be from inside to outside. So this is the inside network. So the whole thing is the inside network and this whole thing is the DMZ. So we are saying that the source will be the inside and the DMZ. We are not specifying any IP address. So if you see that no source address and destination, we are not specifying any subnets. We are just saying that any traffic coming on those interface, we want to do the netting and the destination is outside. So if the traffic is going towards the outside, then we want to do the netting. If the traffic is going towards the DMZ, we don't want to do the netting. So that's why we are matching the traffic. So the source will be inside DMZ, destination will be the outside, which is the internet. Next, translation. In the translation, I have selected dynamic IP and port. Then again, I have selected the interface address and I have given the interface. So basically what I am saying is that whenever the inside and the DMZ, the traffic is coming in, which is going towards the outside, I want to I want to take the IP address which is assigned to me, public IP. So in our case, that was interface 1/1, which is 150.1.7.50/24. So this is the public IP address which I got it from my ISP. So what I'm saying is that whenever these networks are trying to go to the outside, do the netting, take this public address, and as you know that the port will be mostly 443. So source port can be anything, destination port can be 443 or different kinds of protocols, whichever you want to connect to your app, doesn't matter. All right, so we are not defining which ports, but we are only just saying that whenever the packets comes in from the inside to DMZ going towards the outside, take this public IP address. Source port can be anything, destination port, whichever they are allowed to go. All right, so that's what we are saying in this policy. Destination, we are not doing destination NAT. All right, so the name, original packet inside and DMZ, destination will be outside, interface 1/1, and translated packet will be this one, dynamic IP port, interface address, interface 1/1, which is the outside interface, and the IP address. Click OK. Now, before I commit, so what I will do is that if I say ping 172.168.1.1, which is my inside interface of the Palo Alto, which I'm able to reach, and if I say ping 8.8.8, I'm not able to reach because 8.8.8 doesn't know what is my IP address, but it does know what is my public IP address. So it can come until the Palo Alto, but it doesn't go beyond that. So let's go ahead and do the commit now. Alright, so once the commit is finished, what we are expecting is that from the inside to outside, the traffic should now be doing a netting and it should be able to reach. Okay, let it complete the commit. Alright, so almost there. Alright, commit successful. Let's go ahead and do the ping now. And again, it is not pinging. Now, the reason for that one may be the policy is not there, which is allowing the zones, because interzone by default the traffic is being blocked. And if you remember in the previous video, we only created a policy for inside to DMZ, but we did not create any policy for inside to outside. So let's go ahead and create the policy. So close, let's go to the policy, security policy, and I will click on add. And here I will say that inside DMZ to outside, source will be inside and DMZ destination will be outside. And now here I can control the application. So what I can say is that I want to allow ping. See that ping tunnel everything. So I will select ping and I want to allow the DNS traffic. So you see that DNS over HTTPS, DNS over DN. Sorry, that should be DNS. I will select DNS. Then I will select DNS over HTTPS and DNS over TLS. That's it. So what is required, that's only for I'm allowing the ping because we want to do the testing, and the DNS traffic I'm allowing because without the DNS resolution the PCs are not able to get those updates. Next, service by default there is an application default which gives you HTTP and HTTPS, but I want to allow only HTTPS, so I will select yes and I will select HTTPS only. Action will be allow log at the end of the session. So general name, source will be inside and DMZ, destination will be outside. Application I am allowing DNS traffic as well as the ping, and the service I am allowing HTTPS. Action is allow, click on OK and commit. So we don't give any permissions like from the inside and DMZ to go and connect on the outside world to the any of the ports. Mostly we block the port number 80 because that is not secure. So that's why we only allow the DNS traffic and the HTTPS whenever the corporate environment or the subnets wants to communicate with the internet. All right, so the commit is almost there. Okay, commit is successful. Let's go ahead and ping now. It is still not pinging. So let me go ahead and change the policy to any for now, then we can change back. So application, I will select any, and these things I will delete it. Service, I will select any, and allow, that should be okay, and commit. And also we know that Palo Alto is able to communicate with the internet, so we already checked that one. So let me do one more time. That should be ping source 150.1.7.50 to host 8.8.8. Yep, I'm able to ping, that's correct. Right, so almost done. Alright, let me check now. Now you see that I'm able to ping, that's correct. Alright, so once that is being done, so what should I see is that after a while this no internet should change back to internet automatically, but we can do the testing by going to the new tab and going to the Facebook, and now you can see that I am able to access the Facebook. I'm also able to access the Wikipedia. Alright, so this was the source net. So we successfully configured the net for which is coming of the subnet for the subnets inside and the DMZ going towards the internet. So I hope this was informative for you and thank you.